So you want to be an author? Well, you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Cheyenne Cleveland, and I'd like to invite you along with me on my journey to becoming a self-published author. I'll be sharing all of my tips, tricks, and secrets along the way, compiling everything into one place right here so you can stop searching for answers to questions that I've already asked. So grab a pen, grab a pencil, open up that note app. Let's get started. Today we're tackling one of the most important topics for writers. It's that crucial first question you need to know the answer to before you even put your pen to paper or fingers to a keyboard. And that's this: why do you want to be an author in the first place? So why are we talking about an author why? It's because so many times we sit down to be creative people and our inspiration is falling flat. You get writer's block. You feel discouraged. Sometimes you want to give up before you even start. Chances are, if you want to be an author, you've thought about the why behind your story. It's common practice for writers to come up with a theme or an idea that reflects the entirety of your piece. It's the takeaway you want your readers to have after they've read your book, or the theme that you circle back to in your writing. You can take that same approach and apply it to yourself and discover why it is you want to be an author. Okay, it might sound too simple, but we're going to break it down so we can actually understand what motivates us and fuels that creative fire, inspiring us to write. Take a second and really think about it. I did. And I'll tell you what, the first things that I thought about were my wish list. You know, that part of you that just wants to be really successful, whether it's 100 5-star reviews on Goodreads, 1,000 sales on Amazon, or maybe 10,000 followers on Instagram, or 1 million subscribers on YouTube. All of those things are success goals, but they're not really motivators. They're not going to be the thing that keeps me going when I hit a wall, or when I have writer's block, or when I'm feeling really discouraged about marketing my book. The reason why I say this is because oftentimes we have that long wish list of things that we want to achieve, and when it doesn't happen, we give up, we quit. That's because success is the result of motivation, not the reason for it. So if the first things that you thought of were, like me, a list of all of the things you want to achieve, then take a step back. Dig deeper into who you are as an author and what inspires you to be the creative person that you are. Those are the things that are going to create the longevity in my journey, rather than those benchmarks of success stories and success goals. Let's take a look at a few simple questions that you can answer that'll help you really dive deep and discover why it is you want to be an author. The first question you want to ask yourself is this: what personal experiences inspire me to write? If you're writing nonfiction, a biography, or a self-help book, this one might be a little bit easier for you to answer. Chances are you have a wealth of knowledge in a particular area, or you're really motivated to inspire somebody who's going through the same circumstances that you yourself have experienced. But what about fiction? What personal experiences inspired you to write your sci-fi novel or your romantic fantasy? For me, it was my grandmother telling me these elaborate stories at bedtime, or when my dad would play his guitar and my imagination would run wild. It was the principles of writing class I took in college, which wasn't my major. But these were experiences that really influenced me and inspired me to become a creative writer. They're the moments that made me fall in love with stories, to find that escape from reality that really drew me in and immersed me in a world where anything was possible. The second question you want to ask yourself is this: what kind of impact do I hope to have on my audience? This goes beyond what your book has to offer. This is what you will be known for. Not just your niche, but when people associate certain feelings or ideas, they associate it with you. So what is it that you want your audience to take away from you as an author? If there's a specific word that would help encapsulate this idea, it would be legacy. I still remember the day my mom asked me what kind of legacy I wanted to leave behind. It was really overwhelming to think about what I wanted to be remembered as and what I wanted to be associated with. But when I really stopped to think about it, I realized that everything I've ever done in my life has circled back to one theme, and that is hope. I want people to read my stories and remember that hope exists, no matter how hard life gets. Hope isn't the only thing I want my stories to be remembered for. It's something I want my readers to be inspired by when they see me, when they read my posts, or when they see my face, or when they read my work. And that's why I want hope to be my legacy. The third question I want you to ask yourself while discovering your author why is this: who am I doing this for? Are you doing it for you? Are you doing it for family? Are you doing it for friends? Are you doing it for that one reader that's going to be inspired by your work? These are the people you want to think about when you're trudging through hours of self-marketing or getting frustrated over a cover design, but especially when you're writing. These people are going to be your biggest fans, the ones that push you through, so that when you don't achieve that long list of goals, you can remember these people and you can be inspired to keep going. There are hundreds of questions you can ask yourself to discover your author why, but hopefully these 3 questions got those cogs turning in your head and made you step back and think a little bit about why you're doing this in the first place. Because the real goal to becoming an author is the longevity in the journey. And the only true way to keep yourself inspired is to know your author why. I'm Cheyenne Cleveland, and if you like this video, be sure to hit subscribe, tap that bell button, and follow along for more. Thanks for watching, and happy writing. I'm offering a free printable of a character profile. You can find it in the link below. Keeping a character profile is a fast, easy, and organized way to reference all of those character details that you've put into your story. Whether you're having a hard time remembering what color your character's eyes are or which side did I put that scar on again, you can also use this resource to collect personality traits and characteristics, to write down the style preferences for your character, or even keep track of relationship statuses. Click the link below to download my free character profile today.